With the coming of the COVID-19 pandemic in the country, there has been a rise in female genital mutilation and early forced marriages cases, especially in remote areas. Illiteracy levels among communities like in West Pokot, especially in remote areas for instance, has been cited as a major contributing factor to increased FGM cases, with almost 100% cases reported in the area.
We use as a platform to talk to the community, to educate the community on the health implications or the negative implications of FGM, child marriages and other forms of gender-based violences like abduction.
But different approaches towards stemming the vice are now being taken by relevant stakeholders, including strengthening father-to-daughter relationships. This is said to empower the girl child on how to deal with vices such as FGM.
We do this by convincing their parents or educating their parents to understand the effects of child marriages, FGM, and through that they're able to make informed choices.
The Office of Director of Public Prosecution, on the other hand, is now rooting for a woman-to-woman approach when it comes to dealing with FGM cases to, among others, help victims open up comfortably.
It's a matter that really, if discussed, really encroaches on someone's privacy. So we will try as best as possible from the ODPP to ensure that we have female prosecutors working on this with the ladies who are affected. I will also ask the Inspector General of Police to ensure that the police officers investigating are also women police officers, to give confidence to the women and girls who are affected by this.
The DPP's office on Monday launched standard operating procedures aimed at spearheading efforts of eradicating FGM in the country.
The SOPs are an unequivocal example of the ODPP's commitment to joining hands with all relevant partners, stakeholders and agencies, and share a similar urgent and collective vision to end FGM in Kenya.
Saida Hussein is an FGM survivor and an activist. She knows all too well the efforts brought about by the vice and is thus calling on the government to effectively pursue and act on FGM perpetrators.
If we can really have many survivors like Saadia who can actually share the pain and complications they are going through, then we will be able to convince the communities to abandon FGM. Not even by 2022, but by tomorrow.
She is to this end advocating for increased sensitization among communities.
The challenge that we have is now FGM being linked to Islamic religion. You know, my community uses FGM, you know, as a religious requirement, you know. They feel it's sunnah to practice FGM, which is not there. I have consulted.
Kenyans are further being called upon to rise against such vices in the society, even as the government boosts its efforts towards stemming the ills. Nixon Kisaka, K24 TV.